Hello, and welcome to my podcast. My name's Temple, and I'm joined here by my friend Enzo. Say hello, Enzo.
Hello.
We're here to talk about micronations. A micronation is any nation that claims to be an independent state, but is not recognized by any government officially. There's hundreds of micronations in America, and they've been around since the early 20th century. Although it was usually a lot harder to get a micronation up and running back then. This is because nowadays, all it really takes to set up a micronation is starting a website and getting a few people to join in. These kinds of micronations are often viewed as more of an unusual hobby or even a source of entertainment. Is that what that was for you, Enzo?
It wasn't so much as a source of entertainment as it was just a project that me and Hugh started since we like history.
Cool. These nations were different from the early micronations that were created to separate yourself from the current state of residence you live in. Micronations are usually established either on someone's private property or an unowned piece of land. And anyone can start one. Micronations can be filled with people and be set on an expansive property, but they can also be really small, with just a few members in a little patch of land. Due to micronations originally being formed by a person or group wanting to separate from their current state, they tend to have their own laws, regulations, currency, and sometimes even language. However, this does not mean that the members of a micronation are above the laws of the country the nation resides in. If you live in a country that forbids stealing, but your micronation allows it, then you still cannot steal without the usual consequences. This is because governments do not typically recognize micronations as their own states, due to how unusual they are. Although they can be aware of a micronation's existence if it grows large enough. The largest,
He,
the largest micronation currently in America is the Republic of Molossia in Dayton, Nevada. You know about Molossia, don't you?
yes, in fact, we're allies with them.
That's great. Complete with a national anthem, a currency, flag, and laws, this micronation is incredibly expansive, containing over 11.3 acres worth of land. But what about those smaller micronations? What's up with them? Well, today I'm going to be interviewing Enzo here, who's the president of
Hello.
his own micronation. Hello, Enzo.
Hello.
So, Enzo, let me start off by asking, how did your micronation start?
It started actually when Hugh, my friend,
Mhm.
wanted to tell me about this cool project that he was starting since we both like history. It was called the Dual Republic of Tiso, a micronation that because he found a cool place that we thought we could build.
That's cool. And so, what exactly inspired the name for your nation?
Actually, it's really interesting. It was inspired by Old Tisoan script, which was our original language.
Mm-hmm.
It came from the two words Tisloya, which meant snake, and Orenta, which meant country.
Oh. And what does the dual republic mean?
Ooh, fun! I get to talk about government now. So, the dual republic system is a system of government that we invented where both presidents, because we have two presidents that share equal power, and both of them have to agree on a decision before making it.
Hmm.
If
Now,
if one disagrees but the other does it anyways, then that person is at severe risk of being taken out of office.
now, what territory is currently in your micronation?
Ooh, I like talking about this. We have four small islands located off the coast of Tampa Bay that we have given them names. There's Anaconda Island,
Mm-hmm.
which is the capital, Liberty Island, which is a smaller one but still pretty large. Then there's two ones that have words into Samoan. There's Kriliga Islega, which translates to the Isle of Small, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Huracan Islega, which translates to the Isle of Plenty due to its plenty of abundance in nature.
Ooh. So, does your micronation have its own currency?
Yes, it does. Our currency is called Neptalin, based off of the Tisoan word nepter, which means money.
Nice. So, and what is your currency made out of?
Our currency is made out of paper and a special material, including invisible ink too,
Wow.
to make it completely counterfeit proof. It also comes with a number ranging from 1 to 10 million, a randomly generated number, so that it is extra counterfeit proof and we can print up to 10 million,
Wow.
even though
So,
I don't think we're going to do that.
you mentioned earlier that you were alliances with Molossia. Do you have any other alliances?
Yes, and big shout out to Lashburnia. You can look them up on YouTube. They recently allied with us. It is a kid named Cameron. He is 14. Really cool guy, really kind, and we recently became allies. Another one is the Empire of Stomaria, a very famous micronation that you can also look up on YouTube. They're very famous, and they have their own production of honey, metal,
Hmm,
and coins.
that's interesting. So, does your micronation have a language of its own? We've heard you say a few words. Is that what that was?
Yes, it is called Revised Tisoan, and it
Mhm.
is a new version of the old one, which was a little too hard for people to understand.
I
So
see.
we just revised it and made it new. I'm going to say a few words. For example, hello is Vogezit, goodbye is Spoge.
Hmm.
And yes, I wanted to tell you about this.
Yes.
So we are starting language classes on this community app called Memrise. It's basically like Duolingo, except you can add your own languages to it.
Oh, I'm.
So if you want to check it out, check out Memrise and look up Tasoin.
That's cool. Now, I've heard Tiso has had some battles within its time. Can you tell me about those?
We're not very proud of it, but okay. So we've done some heinous war crimes
With your Nerf guns?
with our Nerf guns and locking children in a storage closet for up to 2 hours.
What happened?
I am so sorry, but I will explain it. Yes, the Rebellion War was a big thing that lasted around 4 months, I'll say.
Hmm,
Uh, giant, giant war that consisted of many battles. One, at least one happening every single day.
wow.
And during our height, that was actually our maximum power. That was when we had peak power. So we controlled over 3/4 of McDill.
Wow. If to those out there that don't know, McDill is an Air Force base. Enzo lives there, and I used to live there too. Now, is there any other things that you would like to tell our audience before we wrap up?
Um yeah, check us out at Dual Republic of Tiso on YouTube. We
Nice.
post new updates almost daily,
All right, that's
and it's a very cool micronation. I think you should check it out.
and remember, guys, that's Tiso, Tiso. I guess that wraps it up. So, everybody, thanks for listening. Goodbye.